Hi everyone. This is going to be another unboxing video, uh, and it's a very cool one because recently I bought some stuff from Heritage Auctions, and this is my Heritage Auctions unboxing video. So Heritage Auctions, for those who are not familiar, is basically a site that's kind of like the Sotheby's, but it's online, and you can basically buy amazing antiques, or in this case, comics. And they have like the best comics, like like Action Comics #1, or the very first Wonder Woman. They have some pretty cool comics. So it's kind of a like the pinnacle of where to buy comics online. And the whole thing, when you're buying it from it, it's like there's like an auctioneer, and he's like saying, oh, going once, going twice. It's like, but it's all through like some kind of automated thing where it's like almost like a machine. And You can hear the auctioneer's voice, and then you see the comic that's being bid on, and you see like what the current bid is, and you can bid, or phone in your bid, or you know there's like a lot of ways you can bid. And it's basically just kind of a cool atmosphere. And the cool thing about it is they show what the comic is, they show the grade of the comic, and they show what the CGC, not the CGC, but the Overstreet value for that comic is. So kind of where you should be bidding. The goal is to get it obviously below the guide value, but I've seen auctions go way, like I saw one auction, I was like, what the heck, what is this? What is this auction all about? Where it was like something that was Overstreet value was like $50, and it's sold for 1,200. So sometimes the Overstreet value is not what actually sells for, but and sometimes it's the opposite, where you see something on the Overstreet and it says like it's like 100, 200, $300, and it sells for like 10. So it's all over the place depending on what the interests of the people that are on the auction are interested in. And generally what they'll do is they'll theme the auction. So in the case of the auction that I am getting the package for, it was all themed on a lot of like old horror comics, and a lot of Disney comics. And then the comics I was interested in were totally off theme. They just weren't related to either of those two things. So generally there wasn't that many people bidding on the stuff that I was interested in. I do love the EC horror. I just It was just way out of my price range. It was like high end copies and rare books that were selling for like a few thousand. That's just not me. I can't afford that. But the ones I got were pretty awesome, anyways. So I'm going to show you the unboxing. It's right here. I'm going to tell you how much I paid for stuff, and I'll sort of share it with you a little bit insight in terms of what the going rate is for the same comics. So I'm going to show you that in just one moment. So yeah, so I just wanted to set up some things so that I can give you the prices of the comics versus how much I paid on Heritage Auctions. So I'm going to show you the very first comic, which is a really cool one. It's really hard to find this comic. It's maybe not the priciest of the ones that I bought, but it's possibly the hardest to find of the ones that I bought. And it is this one, Student Nurse #1. And this is the first appearance of Lynda Carter, who's kind of a cool character. It's from, I'm going to try to give you the information about this comic. So this comic is from, oh, I forget when it's from. It's from the late 50s, I think. Just trying to find the information for you. So yeah, 1961. Sorry, yeah, late 50s. I was thinking late 50s, but it's 1951. So this is probably a 4.5 grade. It's like pretty solid. There's not really much wrong with it. There's a bit of a bend along this one side, but typically, if you're going to buy this on eBay or something like that, you're going to pay way over guide. because it is such a rare book. But the guide price is around 300, but typically you're going to pay about 400 to 500 for this on eBay. So it's kind of a cool issue. And yeah, just I paid. So just so you get understanding how much you can save if you bid on the right on the right auctions. I spent $160. Oh, sorry, no, $110 on it. So $110 for a 500 book. Not too bad. And there's always what's called a buyer's premium. So it was 110 for the comic, and then it was another $22 for the buyer's premium. So about 130 altogether, and that includes the shipping. So there was no extra shipping cost. Then the next thing I bought, it was another lot. It was 3 in 1, and it was Aquaman #2 and Aquaman #3 and Aquaman #11. Now, number 11 is actually the most valuable of the three, and it's the first appearance of Mera, right there, the girl at the bottom there. And I actually have another copy already, if you can see in the background. But this is just like an extra copy. Maybe I can sell it or trade it. I was actually interested in the number 2 and 3, but to get the bonus of a key issue, hey, why not? And this set, I paid $170 for it, and there was a buyer's premium of $30. Now, these ones are all in, I'd say, like a 3. This is like a 3.0. This is maybe another 3.0, and this one's probably a 2.5. I would say 2.5, or maybe 3. Maybe a 3. Actually, I'll give it. I think it's probably a 3 based on the condition. So now I'll give you what the value of those comics are. So generally, like a number 2 in a 3 goes for about usually around $100 on eBay, or $75 based on guide. A number 3 goes for a little less. It goes for about $50. And it probably goes for another, probably $50 on eBay. So, right there, it's like, 100, that breaks even right there almost. And then the last one, the number 11, it's the more valuable of the 3, and it sells for anywhere from a couple $100 on eBay to maybe just under 300, and for this kind of grade, and the guide value is around 180. So yeah, so for about $300-400 worth of books, I paid $170. Not too bad, not too bad. It wasn't a huge win. There was a lot more action on this one than I was expecting, but still, it's about half price. And it was one of those things, like, it's either hit or miss, as I said, with heritage auctions. You can do really, really well, or sometimes you don't do as well. So this one I think I did reasonably well. Paying half price, half book value is not bad. The next one on the one that I purchased was this one, Conan the Barbarian #1. I leave all the lot stickers on it, so you can see that there was a lot within the heritage auction. This is the first appearance of Conan, and it's also the first cameo of King Kull. If you're familiar with the movies, they both had movies. Very cool movies. I liked them growing up. I was big into action. The whole Arnold Schwarzenegger Conan, not the newest Conan movie, but the older Conan movies I really liked. So yeah, it's kind of a cool one to get. As I said, when I collect comics, I collect a lot of comics that are ones from movies that I liked, or TV shows that I liked, or characters that I like. So this is, just a character I really, really liked. I also have a bunch of Red Sonjas, so I'm really into Red Sonja as well. But yeah, so Conan the Barbarian, #1. So it's just kind of a cool comic to get. And this one is based on the guide. It's a 6.0. So generally, a guide price is around 210 for this. And I've seen them go, usually they're way overpriced on eBay. Usually it's around $300 on eBay for the same price, same guide, grade. So yeah, so it's one of those things. I always find eBay a little bit overpriced on sort of the key issues. You can get cheap comics on eBay, but not the keys. The keys are always way overpriced. I don't know why, but it's just brutal buying on eBay. So yeah, and how much did I pay? So this is 210 based on guide, and I paid 160. And then there was a buyer's premium of another $32. So it was $190. So I saved 20 bucks. not a huge savings, but it was cheaper than buying it on eBay. And I really, when I was doing the whole auction, I was watching the eBay prices and even the previously sold prices on eBay, just to make sure that I was buying below what I could buy it on eBay. That's what I always do. I always check, how does it compare to eBay? And for me, I'm living in Canada, so if I buy from eBay, I have to pay like anywhere from $30 to $50 for shipping. So it kind of works out where this is actually not that bad of a deal. Even if I buy it at the same price on eBay, it ends up being more expensive because of the shipping. So it kind of worked out. And this is the big one, the big comic that I bought, the kind of like the Holy Grail, I guess. And it's the Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1. And it's the first appearance of the Sinister Six. So you got, Dr. Octopus, and you got the Sandman, and you got Kraven. So it's just and like Electro up there, and the Vulture. So it's a kind of a cool comic. And there's talking about in the next movie maybe bringing up the Sinister Six as like, the ultimate battle against Spider-Man, where it's all of his major villains against him. So, it's kind of a cool comic to pick up. And this one's a really, really hard one to find in like even a mid-grade on eBay. I've seen this one in a 3.0 go for about $1,000 on eBay. So, and higher. Like, it just, the prices on eBay are pretty insane for this comic. Now, the guide price for this, just so you know, is in a 3.0, it's around 600 bucks. Okay? So, as I said, eBay is way higher than the guide prices. And this one's it's a really cool comic to have. So it's as I said, it's like 600 bucks based on guide. I paid on Heritage Auctions, I paid 460. So 460 compared to 600, not too bad. And then there was a buyer's premium of another $90. So it was 550 altogether. So I saved about 50 bucks compared to guide. And guide's always one of those things where, things can go way up above guide. If you're buying on eBay, generally you're paying, from what I experienced, about 20 to 30% above guide. And then you're paying shipping on top of that. So so to get it below guide is always a win for me, I think. Even to get it at guide is sometimes a real challenge. So this has been my Heritage Auction unboxing. And I hope that it gave some insights in terms of how to buy some comics. If you're looking for the keys, try like the Heritage Auctions and the My Comic Shops and these other sites that really can provide good value in terms of pricing. And just look around. Sometimes you have to shop around in order to find the best deals. So yeah, and just don't bid on the ones I'm bidding on. That's all I ask. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out my other videos. If you love comics, I love comics. So, feel free to comment below and tell me if you're interested in whatever comics that you're interested in, and maybe I'll do a video about it. Okay.